Hello, friend and foe, and welcome to an Instagram Live that you don't want to miss. Well, I say you don't want to miss it, and then you look at it and you say, I could have missed that. But that's a weird intro. Welcome to the channel. Hello, I'm Christina. I'm glad you're here. Welcome. If you're new, welcome back. If you're not new, big thank you and a shout out to the channel members. Today we're going to take a look. What are we doing? I just had a strong coffee. I'm like, ooh, all over the place. So I will try to get a grip on myself for this video. We're going to take a look at an Instagram Live, and I was alerted to this person because I scrolled on Instagram, and one of the accounts I follow is a fellow anti-mlm creator, MLM Unmasked, and I saw this, and I thought, oh, okay. That's interesting. That's a truthful representation of network marketing. So let's take a look at this first.
I wanted to bring up something that I know everyone thinks about. So I know the chit chat around Monat. I know that everyone, but there's like, oh, it's MLM, scam. It actually leaves me puzzled, like proper puzzled. There's no red flags. You buy the product and you use it. If you don't want to use it anymore, you don't use it anymore, just like anything else in your house. If you're looking at it for a business, you buy the product once and you use it on your scalp. That's it. That's the only money you ever invest into yourself. I hear people going, oh, they lost money. I don't understand that. That's impossible in this business. Where I'm going with this is MLM is a very new way of buying product online or women having their businesses. I get that it can make people go, ooh, weird. Oh, I don't know if I really like that. It sounds weird. I don't know.
That is a glorious misrepresentation of network marketing of modern nature, but somebody who doesn't have an unsubstantial following on social media, and MLM Unmasked, I'll link the Instagram account below, pointed that out. How can people lose money in network marketing? I'm puzzled. How is it a scam? How can it be a scam? You just buy a bunch of products and fucking use them. Why do we have to fucking use them? Can I just not just use them? And then on top of that, that's the one thing that you'd spend money on. Why do you lose money? I'm so surprised. And MLM Unmasked pointed out Tess and her survivorship bias is leaving her puzzled. Have you ever read the income disclosure statement? Yeah, good question. Have you? Have you read that? Monat states in some cases these costs and expenses may exceed the amounts earned by market partners from Monat Global. Monat Global makes no guarantee of financial success and you may lose money. So why is one of Monat's distributors puzzled when Monat says, yep, you could lose money? Because it's a business model that is built on the opportunity that you could make money, but most people lose money. So I was alerted to this person thanks to MLM Unmasked, who does a stellar job pointing out unethical behavior specifically from modern nature hunts in Australia. And then I saw that this individual who had no clue about network marketing, who was extremely puzzled that somebody thinks MLMs are scams, that Monat is a scam, and that you cannot lose money here. You just can't. This person was on an Instagram Live, and I thought, sweet. So we're going to react to an Instagram Live. Be prepared, because if we still see posts like this in 2025, then let's take a look at the IG, at the Instagram Live. I am really excited. Not a long intro, let's get right into the IG. It will be glorious. It has to be.
Hello. I am waiting on a special little gal pal of mine. If she is ready to drop in. I am very lucky to have dragged the Mrs. Struber back to another live. So when she is ready to join,
Okay, let's go. I'm ready for everybody to join.
Roll. The suspense is killing me. I got it back.
Hello, darling. I think you look gorgeous.
It's been a while since I've seen you.
Galicia and I have spent our day together, basically. It's been a very
funny day, Kel.
Yes, it always is.
It's always a good time.
Always a good time.
Yeah, always a good time. Let's take a look at the text here as well, because they are going on this live to tell us how their 2025 is going so far. And well, if you're a Monaton, your 2025 will probably be glorious. There is a certain desperation when the CEO of the company also has to like this live. Ooh, how our 2025 is looking so far, a little insight in what it might look like if you decide to take the leap and join us in this wild and wonderful ride this year. We're a bloody good time. Well, you're probably something.
We mentioned, I think Tess mentioned it this afternoon, but after me being lucky enough to have you on live last week, we've had so many questions about what it looks like to become a market partner, lots of information going out about what it looks like to join, how much you pay, what you get when you join, what it looks like, blah, blah, blah. So we just thought we would consolidate it all. Tess said yes to coming back on a live again. So we thought we would make it easy for you and just put it out there to the universe.
Yeah, we haven't even started really. But in my opinion, you're really doing a piss poor job if you've been on a live before and those essential points were not clarified. How do I join? What do I need to do as a market partner? What is the cost involved and what do I get in return? That's your job to point that out.
And then let anybody ask questions if you have them.
Too much coffee. Sorry.
Yep, love that.
So also, we just jumped off a team call, which was lovely to connect with our entire upline and our wider team about how 2025 looks, which is also something that I think is really important to touch on. And I think we should start with that.
Yeah.
Because there's so much happening. There's so much to look forward to. I honestly can confidently say this is probably the busiest, most social year I've had in definitely 4 years.
Oh, yeah.
I bet it is, because Monat is tanking. If you've seen MLM Top Fails 33, you know why. The desperation is real. People are not able to recruit enough and they're not able to get enough VIP customers in. That is why the top people are now regularly on combined calls trying to close those people because their downlines are not getting it done. It's absolutely ridiculous, and they need to socialize a lot in 2025 to try to hold on for dear life to the few people that are still in the company. That's why they're having a lot of events. That's why they're having a lot of team calls and a lot of brainwashing sessions, because they need to keep the people who are in the company while trying to get new people in.
So let's spot the calendar.
Okay, so basically, to start off, what's first, Kel?
Well, as a result of becoming market partners with Monat, this year we are looking at starting. Well, first we've just qualified, obviously, for Punta Cana, which the qualifications finish this month.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, Punta Cana is the passport trip outside of the country. It's a leadership trip. You need to have a big team, you need to sell a lot of product, and hardly anybody is able to join those trips. So that's not obvious. It's also not guaranteed when you join. When you join, you have the opportunity to qualify for that trip, but you need a big team. You need to recruit a lot of people to be allowed to participate in the incentive trip. It's not a fully paid for trip. It's not a company trip. You also need to pay taxes on the value of that little baby, which can get pricey if you have to travel from Australia to Punta Cana. Lots of taxes that you have to pay on the value of that trip. So it's not guaranteed. It's not something that is obvious.
And then once this month finishes up, they then do a launch for our reunion qualifications, which these trips are earned trips. They are not gifts, they are earned, and you get them just like many other companies and businesses across the board.
And it's not instead of getting paid. So you get paid and you get the trip.
None of these trips is just based on actual sales. You need to have a big team and you need to pay a lot of expenses yourself. You might qualify for certain tiers and you always have to pay taxes on the value of those trips. Let's not forget that.
And, you know, you have to meet bonuses and your business has to track at a certain pace and, you know, you need to check certain boxes. So that's kind of how that happens. So we have qualified for Punta Cana. Tess and I will be hitting the Caribbean, I believe that's the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
Picking back with our cocktails in May.
You will very likely, though, have to pay for the cocktails yourself and the taxes on the value of that pricey trip.
And then next month they release where our reunion trip will be, which is domestic. So they just mentioned a couple of exciting possibilities of maybe where it could possibly look at being, which sounds amazing. And that again is another earned trip. So anybody who is to join from now going forward, you know, you have the opportunity to be able to do that and to achieve that.
Yeah, and it's achievable. Sorry,
Yeah.
Carl, it's achievable. Yeah, and you
No.
don't need to have thousands of followers on Instagram
I
at
don't.
all by any means, like at all. It is super achievable by the everyday person. It's all about putting hard work in.
Yeah, and it's definitely not something that you just snap your fingers and all of a sudden you just go on an overseas trip. It's, you know, we said it on our last live, if you are treating this like a business, that is exactly what will become of it. And you do have to work hard. It doesn't go without saying that you have good days and bad days and easier days and hard days like any business.
Then why are we not clarifying on this live? Yet again, they're doing a piss poor job, just like they apparently did with the other live. Why are we not explaining to the people who might be interested what they specifically need to do to qualify for local reunion? How many people do you need to recruit? How much product do you need to sell? How many people on your team need to hit certain ranks? And what rank do you have to be to participate at reunion? Why not do that? Because it's not that attractive? Yeah.
There's ebbs and flows, but I've definitely not worked for a company where I have the opportunity to earn trips like this and have that sort of incentive. I think there was a question that just came in, but it slipped up a little bit. I don't know if we can go back. How much could I earn in a typical month? Look, Sarah, that's a pretty broad question. It's just completely up to you. One thing that I think is important to probably touch on is you have an opportunity to have an uncapped income, to earn an uncapped income, depending on how hard you go. So it really is about how much work you do and how much you put in, but on the business terms of things, the sky is the limit. So I don't know, that's a very broad answer, but again, it's a pretty broad question.
How much money do you make on average? She could have just given her an example. Monat prohibits it. That's why they're not doing it. But how much money did you make? How much money do you make on average? Could have just told that person in private. We're pointing out that the sky is the limit. There is no capped income opportunity, but how come that most people in the company then lose money? So we're never telling what is probable, just what is possible. Most people in Monat lose money. That's what's probable.
But ask away if anybody has any more questions. So first up, we have May, Punta Cana, and then our wider team have just launched that we all have the opportunity to earn a trip to Byron with our team and all of the girls that we speak to every day, but we're yet to actually formally meet most of them all around Australia and some international. So that means Tess and I going down to Byron and meeting all of the girls in our wider team and spending a few days at a retreat together, which is
Dangerous.
Dangerous bliss. But they mentioned that it was stated that it is a retreat. But again, something so exciting to look forward to. So that's also in May. And jumping forward a couple of months after that, Monations.
Monations is huge. It's like Monat on steroids from what I hear.
Is it?
It's basically a huge conference in Vegas. 4 days, is it, Cal? 4 days?
Yeah, it runs over 4 days.
Yeah, and this is
Vegas.
trip that's paid for. So you will pay if you want to go to Monations, you pay for yourself, your family, partners are welcome, children are welcome, and basically it's just a 4-day conference and your tits are blown off. Basically, it's epic.
Your tits will be shrinking. Did you say tits? All right. I have a video. I will link it up here. The last Monations, which was supposed to be the biggest one, the biggest bash ever, because it was the 10-year anniversary where they wanted to go all out, and it just showed that Monat is bleeding market partners because hardly anybody attended. They don't book the big arenas anymore. They book the small conference room, and even that looked less lackluster. Hardly anybody attended. They weren't even able to fill the smaller rooms they had to book in this case. So good luck if you're even able to attend the conference next year and enjoy the money you have to pay to fly from Australia to Las Vegas, because that is something, the company doesn't pay for. So you have to pay for it. You also have to pay for the hotel there, tickets to join. Now, all of that is, of course, also tax deductible. If you make somewhat of an income, I mean, always check with your local finance people. Some of that is very likely tax deductible, but it's going to be pricey and it's going to be a shit show. And if that thing happens, I'm going to report on it. So stay tuned.
Sorry. But it is, you know,
look,
and
from what
they
I
do
saw
it
of
big in
last
Vegas,
year,
baby. Like they go full on over there. You know that. And any of the girls who have been before have just, basically been in awe of how incredible it is. Yeah, Renee. Well, you've said it. It's epic. Blown your tits off. Same thing, right? And it sounds like an
amazing
absolute
last year.
dream. I'd love to go. I'd love to go. It's definitely potentially on the cards.
Yes.
Put it up on the vision board, baby.
Why do you put that on a vision board? If you're a boss babe, if you're on your own company, you could book the trip, you could just do that. But maybe you're hesitant because you don't know how this year will go. If that baby will even happen in Las Vegas and how much money you're able to make because your paycheck is tanking as well. If you're such a successful boss babe and you have the greatest opportunity on planet Earth, just go there.
It's on the vision board. We were chatting about it over the weekend, trying to see how we can configure it, but it is definitely the ultimate goal. It is also with every single, that's open to every single country. People come from France, they come from, all over the US, Australia, everybody comes together. They've got amazing motivational speakers. You learn about the new products.
The products you gotta buy. Monat then will also be live in Germany. Does that mean I could join Monat Germany? Well, if that launch ever happens and if that conference happens, then I could join as well. Not so undercover, Christina in Las Vegas. I could do that though. In August? Yeah, probably not. Let me think about that. Would that also be a tax write-off? I will research this. Monat Las Vegas, watch out.
Are releasing. If you attend, you are one of the first to get your hands on all of the brand new products. Last year, we watched them roll out so much makeup and skincare. Actually, that's where they launched the amazing Scalp Comfort range for anybody who uses it. That was only launched at Monations last year. So yeah, it's definitely on the vision board for this year. And that is I think I said June. That is actually in August.
Oh yeah, your skin is glowing.
Why are we doing that in August? Las Vegas is freakishly hot. It's in the desert and then we're going there in August? Ooh. Looks like I'm out. I tend to not move much during August in Berlin and then go into Las Vegas. I will keep you updated if Christina will be at Monations in August in Las Vegas.
What's doing there?
I use Monat. I recently did the switch. I sort of bought things as my other bits and pieces had run out. But other than my sunscreen, I have swapped it all over. I'm pretty lucky though. I don't have too problematic skin, so
okay.
I didn't have any reactions.
Okay.
You have sensitive skin at the moment, and we're working through that.
Yep. Okay.
I didn't mean it the way that it sounded.
No, that was good. That's fine. You're in your perfect skin.
So that takes us through to August, and then we are looking at the reunion trip. So 2025 is action-packed.
It's not action packed though. Those are just the normal incentive trips and the annual conference Monat does. It's not different to any other year.
It's goal fueling this year. There is so
endless
much
opportunities for absolutely everybody.
Yeah, it's honestly last year when definitely when I jumped on board, which was only in August, none of this was in my viewpoint. I probably didn't really even know most of this stuff was up for grabs. So that's why Tess and I chatted about it today, and we were like, we should share some of this stuff, because honestly, when we both decided to start sharing the products, it was basically because we loved the products, not because we were aiming as high as what we are now. So yeah, there is a lot.
Yeah, and I call BS on that. You don't just share the products because you like them. You do go on your social media because you purchased a product packed as a market partner and because you want to make money, either by selling the products or by recruiting people. That would be like me claiming I signed up for the YouTube partner program just because I want to share the videos better. No, I want to be able to also be financially compensated to be able to upgrade the equipment, for example, like the camera, right? Where the blurry vision, the blurry days are over. And I'm really grateful for that. And also for everybody following me and also for the channel members, everybody supporting this channel. But I'm not doing that because I just want to share the videos better. I want to be able to get paid for what I'm doing so that I can also upgrade the quality of the videos that I'm doing. I'm very transparent that YouTube is not my job and I do not aim at ever making this my job. I enjoy it, but I also like that I'm getting compensated for the time, for the effort, and also for the equipment. And I always said I would like for this channel to carry itself, and it does. I'm really, really happy and I'm really grateful about this. But you're not sharing products in modern nature just because you like them. You share them and you need to sell them and you need to recruit, and you hope that you can make money. You hope that you can make a profit.
A lot that you have the ability to be able to achieve. And I don't have a big following. I don't
She's got
have any
perfect skin though,
experience.
and beautiful teeth.
One thing I do want to point out, and I saw our mentor Renee and a couple of the other girls speaking of Punta Cana, there are 5 women from our team.
5. So how achievable is it? 5 from that team.
But
that's really a trip for the masses, is it not?
All started with a following of under 1,000 people. So I think that it's pretty incredible to see that it doesn't take a big following to make a success of it, especially when you have products at your hands, to provide that type of service for people with products that are amazing as they are.
Yeah, but you don't go on an international leadership trip because you sell a lot of product. You need to recruit a lot of people. That's the secret. That's the secret to those trips.
It's not all about that.
And I do think too, it's not the following, it's your how you look after people. Do you know what I mean as well? Like, I give a shit, you give a shit. We give a shit about people, we give a shit about their hair. We care about how they're using the product. We care about how their progress is going. And that's what makes it successful for you, is because you continue that relationship with people. That's why I know you got into it, Kel. You saw it on your hair. You're like, I need to share this. I saw it on your hair, we're in Bali, and I'm just like, yeah, right, okay. I did it. I loved it. And the amount of women I've helped, their feedback, the messages I get every day, it is fucking worth it. It's worth being up all night, working all night, doing all of this. I love it. So you get out what you put in, angels.
Yeah. And like Tess said, it is, everyone can be really good or really bad at the same type of profession. You're not going to get the same type of person working the same job anywhere. There are good and bad tradies. There are good and bad, people in every job and field. But if you love it and you love what you're working with and you love the company that you're working with, which we both really do, it really sets it apart, makes a big difference.
But it doesn't make a difference when it comes to getting paid. There are good and there are bad people everywhere. There are people who put in more effort, people who put in less effort. But how come that most people, the vast majority in network marketing, are losing money? How come that the vast majority of people in modern nature are losing money? Because they don't love the company, because they don't love the product? Then why do you recruit people who don't love the company, who don't love the products? Could it be that maybe it's the MLM industry itself that is at fault? And it's not comparable to a normal job. There are bad apples everywhere. No, the industry you're in is the bad apple. Monat is a part of the bad apple. Not the big apple, the bad apple.
So we will speak to a little bit about what it looks like if those of you who have tuned in are looking at taking the leap, taking the jump and joining our team. And if you have questions, feel free to pop them in now while we are going through all of the fine details. But we thought we would physically show you guys what it looks like in terms of a pack that you buy, which gives you the opportunity to become a market partner for Monat. So when you become a market partner, you simply buy a pack. You buy a pack that you use on yourself.
That's exactly right. You have it in your hands, you use it on yourself, you get to know the product. I tell everyone that who signs up to be an MP with the intention to sell. I'd rather you get to know the product, get a feel for it, use it on your hair. Just there's no point in you trying to sell a product that you don't feel confident in and that you don't believe in, because I don't believe that either. Do you know what I'm saying?
No.
So it's got to be authentic. You've got to love this stuff to give it a good sell. But anyway, with the pack, sorry, were you going to say something?
No, yeah, I was just about to say it is important to really get a grasp of that, whether you want to become a market partner or even you're just interested in the products. Like, we want people as a part of the service and the experience in shopping with us or working with us. We want you to love your products, and we want you to be returning customers that have success with these products. So it means everything for us to get that, to deliver that service to you. It's not a smash and grab where we're just like selling as much product to as many random people as we can. It doesn't work like that.
No, that's why a lot of the time too, if people ask me for the quiz, they want to do the quiz, I will say, don't go online and do the quiz. Can you just do the quiz with me? Because I can make it more specific to your needs, so we can swap and change things, and you don't need 100 products. We can just start off with this. And I think we just try and get you starting with the basics, so it's easy to troubleshoot along the way and don't overcomplicate
as you go.
Yeah, so sorry, I probably just took us on a whole other rant there. But Kel was saying, when you buy a pack, you have the pack, you use the pack on your hair, face, whatever it is that you get, and then you never have to spend another cent.
If you don't
never
want to.
ever.
No, that is not true. That is something they like to claim, just like in the original video that I just showed you from MLM Unmasked. If you want to do modern nature as somewhat of a business, you want to recruit people, you want to sell the products, you are required to purchase the products. Not necessarily because the compensation plan demands it, although you have a certain sales volume you need to reach each and every month. And if you're not able to sell enough product, you can conveniently also purchase your own products to hit that requirement as well. You have to purchase the products because you need to use them, you need to love them, you need to show your hair transformation, which won't happen overnight. And then you need to continue to use the products. And then you start with hair care, but you also have health and wellness. But then we also have beauty products. Why don't you take a look at that? You will spend a lot of money. It is ridiculous to claim that's the only product you ever have to buy. Let's take a look at her when she shows us all of the products that are in one of the starter packs. So much you don't ever have to buy any more products. That is ridiculous. If you want to make money in Monat, you will purchase a lot of product.
What are the benefits of becoming an MP with either of you over just doing it on the website? So you have to sign with someone. So when you go onto the website, you have to allocate somebody. Whoever you decide on being an MP with, like obviously Kel or I are great, but you want to make sure that whoever you're signing with is going to mentor you through it. Otherwise, you're going in blind. So you want to have a great group to join, which we both do. We have wonderful groups that we're in. They're all super supportive. You want to make sure you have the right resources. You want to make sure that you're learning the product. You want to be able to have we've got all our boards and everything, Kel, that we use. And there's no point in you doing this and then not being mentored along the way. The amount of women that message me and go, my MP won't message me back. I've got radio silence. How do you send a cart? And I'm like, sis, are you kidding me? Like, you need to have knowledge going into this. Knowledge is power. I believe that too. Working in a community, like we're in a community on Instagram in our groups, and without that, Kel, like,
Knowledge is power, but not necessarily from these people. How can you lose money in Monat? I don't get how that is possible. Has never taken a look at the income disclosure statement. That's why I do videos like this, to give a counter perspective. Knowledge is power, and if more people were knowledgeable about modern nature, they wouldn't join the company.
We'd be lost.
I wouldn't know we wouldn't be going to like Punta Cana and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need someone to be supporting you along the way.
Hold your hand. It makes a big difference in your experience. Like, if you don't know who it is that you're kind of teaming up with, or know what their experience is, and that have that faith that they are going to really guide you, because it's foreign. When you jump in, like anything, you're learning as you go.
When I start my own business, I don't want any other business partner person to hold my hand. What kind of ridiculousness is that? Don't go, don't leave, no, stay. Is that the kind of hand holding they're referring to? If you allegedly start your own business, you need somebody who's able to train you and to help you and to give you good resources. Why do I need you to hold my hand? Don't hold my hand.
There is, pros and cons to that. I love learning new things and diving in head first, but you also want to have someone at your beck and call to be like, what does this mean? How do I do this? And someone who's going to teach you right, so that you can continue on that service to your customers, so that they're return customers and they're loving their hair and they're loving their skin and their products, so that that business does generate and start to build and grow. That's what it's all about.
Yeah. So as I was saying, we buy the pack.
By the pack. So there are various different packs. Tess and I are just going to show you the one that we recommend, just because it's the best bang for your buck and the best value for money. But let's say you are a beautician or a hairdresser or something, and you are wanting to experiment with what these products might look and feel like on your customers, on your clients. You would obviously be opting in for a slightly bigger pack. That's going to give you the best value for money, because you're going to have so many more things to work with, and it is giving you better value for money. Again, look, I regret not getting a big pack. I regret not getting the overachiever pack, because as I've gone, I've just started to accumulate more products that I wanted to try on my skin and in my hair, and I've probably spent that anyway. But anyway, we'll do this pack. That's the best value.
But you only need to pay for the starter pack, am I right? Yeah. They're also missing out on the information. If you sign up with them, they're getting a bigger commission if you sign up with a bigger product pack.
For money. Do you want to show it, or do you want me to?
Yeah, I can show. I've got it all here.
Yeah.
So this is called, is it the Essential Hair Pack?
Yes.
We're doing that one? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So this pack is $385. You pay $385 for this pack.
This is the $385 pack, and this isn't even the biggest pack.
The first products that you get that just come with the pack is your dry shampoo. You're a dry shampoo girl, aren't you, darling?
I've actually only just started. I was a very, very dry haired girl. My hair never ever got oily, but I balanced out my scalp, and now I get normal oil on day 3, and so I've just started using it. But I actually started using it to style my hair a little bit, to give it a little bit more hold.
Is that a good way to pitch modern nature? I always had dry hair, but now, ever since I've used Monat, I have really oily hair, and I have to use their dry shampoo. The one that's non-flammable, by the way. If you've watched Hunt Science or my Hunt Science videos or other Hunt Science videos, you know it's the non-flammable one. It's really important to not put weird toxins on your head. Why do you speak about the company like this and the products? I always had dry hair, but now I'm a greasy gal, thanks to Monat. Yes, I love this call.
So yes, long way to answer that.
Yeah, okay. And we no, that was a good answer.
Yeah, it's great. It's really great.
Good answer. You did a really good job. Okay, I'm just pissed that no one's told me I look good. Why is my light not?
Your skin is amazing. Your hair is thriving. I love it. I love you so much. You're amazing.
Except we see your cheek and not your hair.
Okay. You also get the black shampoo. So it does say shampoo and conditioner. This is something that I talk about with people all the time. Please, never, women, no, never, ever, ever in a million years, no. Men, it's okay. In general, it's okay, but it's a super cleansing shampoo, so it's brilliant for anyone with the oily scalp, build up on your scalp. Yeah, waxy, anyone that tends to, well, you know how men like wash their hair every couple of days, like this is perfect. But it's also filled with Capixyl, which boosts your hair growth, strengthens your hair,
Clean
literally.
out your hair follicles deep, that one.
Yeah.
They're comfortable selling Capixyl, so they're not a part of the Crunchy Mom group. I also have, I'm just going to pitch all of the videos I've spoken about because I have so many Monat videos from an Australia team where the ingredients was a huge topic, and Capixyl is something you might want to be careful. They carry Capixyl if you're pregnant or you're breastfeeding. It could potentially have an impact on your hormones, which might not be beneficial if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, but they're obviously comfortable to do that, but they're not mentioning that. So they're not part of Tay's team. This is Tess, not Tay. They're comfortable doing that? Okay, cool. Because especially women, you might want to watch out. There you might want to say something. Hey, if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, maybe don't use Capixyl because ABZD. But they're not doing that. Good job yet again. Great sales force.
Good. I love it. I will use it if I've gone a bit OTT on my oil treatments, or if I've been a dirty bitch and haven't washed my hair in a little while. It also comes with the Rejuva beads.
Yours is so full. I put mine down and I'm like,
this is a new one sitting in. I haven't seen this one yet.
But you only need to purchase the starter pack, am I right? You don't need to purchase any other products?
My other one's covered in foundation. It was about the aesthetic.
Well done.
So this is the Rejuva beads. It's basically like split end miracle serum. Have you seen the video of the girl putting on her split ends, and it's literally like...
We should post it because I don't actually think I've shared that for a long time, and I saw Renee posted it and I was like, oh my God, I forget when I see it how amazing it is.
So it will help mend split ends, and also help prevent further damage. I put it in wet, I put it in dry, I froth this shit. My one in the bathroom's covered in foundation, but I've only used probably I've still got so much left and I've had it since September. So this is...
Those split end products are a complete waste of money. If you have a lot of split ends, I have curly hair, dry hair, frizzy hair. That is my natural hair structure, although it looks like it's fine split end wise. But if your hair structure is like this, you're also probably more prone to having split ends. Although I don't really wear my hair open, I mostly wear it up in a bun. I'm now wearing it in a ponytail. No matter what products you use, no product in the world will help you with your split ends. It can mask the split ends, it can glue it together, but you can also use toothpaste or squirrel poo or whatever it is. There is no product in the world that will help you. You just need to chop it off. And if you have a hairdresser who's not connected to Monat, they will tell you the same thing. This is a complete waste of money, these types of products. They have a split end mender and then a split end serum. It's a waste of money.
The tits.
That's my favorite treatment.
It's
that one.
Hands down. Then it also comes with the oil. Now this oil, honestly, is what? How much retail? 170.
Is it 178?
178. This comes in the pack, you gooses, and the pack is $3.85.
Oh my God, there is a weird fly again. Get out! I hate that. I think they're in this plant. No, she's probably just living in here because it's still cold out. Anyway, it's not about the fly. What did I want to say? They distracted me. Oh yeah, 178 Australian dollars for this hair oil. It was like 109 US dollars for a hair oil. Is it getting pricier, or is that just because of the currency, because of the exchange rate between US and Australian dollars? For a hair oil, this is their best seller because the Monat market partners buy this product the most, and also because it's a product that is higher in commission. So if you're able to sell it and if your downline purchase that product, which they have to because it's their best seller, it's the Rejuvenique oil. It's the one that can save all of your hair problems. $178. Wow. It's high in commission. That's why it's another product that the Huns like to pitch.
This is mental. So this is obviously the oil that everyone goes on and on and on about. It's the game changer, guys. it gets the hair growth
It's a
happening,
game changer for
balances out that
Monat
scalp.
financially.
It's great for itchy scalps, oily scalps, dry scalps, psoriasis, all that sort of stuff. It is the glory oil. It's amazing.
I use it on my son now for eczema, actually.
How's that
But-
going? Good.
Yeah, it's really good.
That's not all. So with that pack, you also get a whole system, bitches. So, fuck, something's leaked. So with this system, I've got the Intense Repair system because it's the most popular. So you'll get the shampoo, conditioner. It's the conditioner that's leaking, and the treatment.
Oh,
This
yeah.
all comes with it. Okay, all of that plus a shit ton of samples.
Yes.
Wow.
A shit ton of samples. It will be cleansers,
Great.
moisturizers.
Give me all the samples
I think I had like the
that I
volume
have to
range in there.
use
There was eye cream
for 3 months
eye
before I
cream.
see any results.
like,
Oh no, then the samples are done with,
which
and
has
then I need to
been
purchase more
fabulous, 'cause you can give it
product.
to your friends and
Oopsie.
family to try, or you can just keep it all for yourself, whatever you want to do. So that is all in the 385 pack. Obviously, if you didn't want to have that system, there's the Renew system, there's
Personalized, yeah.
volume, hydration, there's all types of different systems that you can add to that pack.
I feel like that's definitely the best value for money. Any of the ones below that, you don't get the oil.
Yeah, or you get a small oil in one of them, but it's not that much to shop. I'm not into it.
The travel size oil, especially if you're so heavy-handed
Honestly.
like me. So yeah, that's definitely the best value for money in getting all of those products. My husband uses the black shampoo now, so bit of a twofer.
Yeah, nice. Right. Love that. Love that for both of you. So that's what's in the pack. That's obviously just one pack. There are lots of packs if you wanted to look at the cleansers, moisturizers, everything like that. That's in there too. But I'm more of a hair gal, so I'm more up the hair alley. Anything else you wanted to cover, Kalisha, while we're here?
No, not really. I suppose just if anyone had any questions while we were on here, otherwise feel free to slide into the DMs and ask away. We just wanted to show you so that it was visual, so you knew what you were getting. And to answer that question, for sure, I think it's important to join a team that you feel like you resonate with the people who are in that team, and make you feel super comfortable so that you can make a business out of it, because it's
Maybe I would want to join a team where the uplines are honest, and doesn't sound honest to me, referring to the post before as well. If you're not even telling me about the dangers of this business, I don't want to join your team.
worth going hard. We, again, don't put any pressure on you if that's not something that you want to do and you want to buy a pack, test the waters, see how it feels, the products, and then launch into it, have a bit of a soft launch.
That is not a soft launch. Stop it. You have no clue what a soft launch is.
But if you're someone who's looking for a second stream of income, or you're a stay-at-home mum, or you want to, just try something else and you want to make an absolute gun of it,
then don't join Monat and don't join a network marketing company. There are other ways to make money. The likelihood of you losing money in Monat is greater than you making money. So if you want to make money, great. Don't join a network marketing company. All the data, all the statistics, all of the income disclosure statements speak against that.
like we said, the sky's the limit.
The sky is the limit. My squeaky chair, my glasses, and I. It's time, bitches. It's time. I had too much coffee. Apologies. That's the wrong document. Let's take a look at Monat's latest income disclosure statement. All US market partners in 2023 made $888. Those people lost money. And then the last income disclosure statement, there is none publicly available from Australia, so I'm using the one for the United States for the first half of 24 from January until May. Most people, 94.6%, are at the lowest rank and they have a median annual gross earnings of $0. 94.6% of people in the company have lost money. Yeah, that's what happens when you force me to move in my squeaky chair and to wear glasses. Thank you.
So it's a pretty exciting space for us to be in this year. I'm absolutely pumped.
Given Cairns is such a small place, is there a lot of MPs already? No, There is
No.
not. And this is
No.
the thing that I was saying to the girls, us girls in Cairns, we went out for lunch just before Christmas, had a lot of margaritas, and I was saying to them,
Well, we did.
I was saying to them, girls, like, Monat is very, very, very new in Australia. So how many years is it? Are we 10 years now?
10 years in total, and only 3 in Australia. So it's in its infancy here.
That's right. Cairns is still a small town, I think. I mean, we're getting much bigger and bigger, but it's still a small enough town. Oh my God, thank you. I'm amazing too now. Finally, someone's complimented me. Thank you, Jen.
Amazing in every way.
That's really nice, Jen. I don't think that there are many girls at all in.
How do you know that though? I don't think so. You've done no research. Monat is already saturated. The market for the market partners. That's why more and more people are leaving, and whether they launch in new territories or not, they're not a success story anymore. So yeah, Modern Nature in Australia has only been available, they said, now for 3 years. I didn't fact check that. But Monat itself has already been on the market for a lot longer. There is a lot of movement in the anti-MLM community. Lots of people put out very informed videos on YouTube, on Instagram, and also on TikTok. So more people are aware what a shit show Monat is, why you shouldn't join, where most people will lose money. You're not going into an untapped market even when you're in a newer territory. And Monat is not doing well. That's simply what it is. And there's a lot of weird excitement, but also a lot of fear and a lot of anger in Monat in Australia, because you do see that the teams are struggling. A lot of the big people, of the big leaders, they're not thrilled that they're being called out publicly. People are leaving, calling them out publicly, sharing insights like MLM Unmasked, what it was like to be in Modern Nature. So you do have problems to sell the products and to recruit. Also in Australia. And the noise is getting louder and louder and louder because more and more people are spreading that information. Don't join Monat if you want to make money. Don't join network marketing. It's really that simple.
In Cairns.
We wish there
That's what.
were more.
Yeah, and I was
We
saying
really
to the,
want more.
yeah, I was saying to the girls, there are not many people in Cairns doing this. Like, this shit's going to go off. And then I do feel like in the next year or two, it's going to be harder for girls to really, if they want to start doing it, getting the business off the ground, because I do think it's going to take over. You know, this is the beginning of it, and it is going to go mental because this shit is good.
It's not going to go mental. You're already tapping into market saturation. And how come that in a year or two it will be more difficult to get your business off the ground? Because you believe by then you will have recruited a lot more people. So is it about selling the product or about recruitment?
Yeah, I don't know if you've watched it yet, but I watched the amazing reel by one of our favorite hairdressers who's a Melbourne stylist yesterday, and she just talked about the way in which she uses the products, and how resistant she was, but what the difference is in the client, in her client's hair, and what difference it makes for their colors. So if you haven't and you would like to, I'll repost it in my stories after this, but it was such a good watch just to listen. The products are
I remember that one. Very, very good.
The products are superior, and once more people start to feel more comfortable with diving in and trying them, like I was saying to my sister, like, I'll literally never ever put anything else on my hair. How could you use anything else now?
Oh, my whole family, a Monat family. Even if they didn't want to, tough shit.
I think we'll survive. All of these households, like my household, who don't purchase Monat, although when I joined in March to be able to attend in Las Vegas, I don't need to use the product. Lots of households are able to live and survive without using Monat products. It's really not that hard.
Did I tell you I got the dog wash?
I did hear about the dog wash.
I'm so committed. Anyhow, guys, if you have questions, we are so happy to answer them. But we hope that this helped give you a little bit of a visual. And if you are interested, we're a great team to be on, and we are happy to get you started on this journey. For us, it's been nothing but positive so far, and like, we're not going to hold a gun to your head. If you want to do it, go for it. If you want to sign and just use your products on yourself, also fine. Like, you do what you wish with it. But if you do want to make a go for it, the sky's the limit. So
Yeah.
If you're ready, let's do this.
Yay. Ooh, that's got a little twinge. It was exciting. Okay.
I do that. I have that effect on people.
No, and I can't go sideways because my fugly light's not working. Okay.
All right. Well, I'm going to love you and leave you then, and I'll hopefully get you back for another live again.
Okay. God love you.
They need sales training, and I wouldn't trust them with the lack of information, with the misrepresentation, and also the other post I showed you before. I wouldn't trust them to be able to teach me anything. Who sells products to others with the words, "We're not going to force you to join, and we're not going to hold a gun to your head"? Why do you need to mention that? Great job. Not a team I would join, not a company I would join, nowhere. Might be a surprise, but it's a no for me, Monat. So let's continue to put out these videos, to produce anti-MLM content about Monat, to finally tear the company down. I think it's about time. I hope that 2025 is the last year for Monat. I do hope that. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, then please subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up. If you want to comment something, please feel free to do that down below. That helps the channel out a lot. And if you like these types of videos, then hopefully I will see you in my next one. Until then, cheers!